Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. After my long-term guest had checked out of the Airbnb, he sent me a message that said, hey, the drain in the kitchen's not draining. I kind of just put it under a bucket for the weekend because I didn't have time to fix it. This drain had never drained well, and I'm not a plumber, so I was literally like, how do I fix this? I did have a plumber come out and look at it, and he was like, you can snake the drain and see if there's something in it, but you might have to like cut into it and see what's down there. Underneath the drain, there was nothing clogged. There was nothing down there. So I was like, I don't know why this thing isn't draining. And like the pipes were all set up right. So I was like, what is going on? Hey everyone, my sink drain in my kitchen is not working, so it's not draining at all. The pipes all exploded the other day and there's water everywhere. It's been draining slow for months, so farther down in the pipeline because it's not in these pipings underneath, everything's clear. So I decided to get a rental. This is the rental that I got from Home Depot. We are going to see how this works. I have never done this by myself, but I did a lot of research last night. So I'm going to try to run it through. I'm going to take that pipe off right there and run it through the line to see if that will work. This is a really small 800 square foot house. So there's no basement because every video I watched, there was always a basement where they stuck the line in to clean out the drain. But I don't have that, so I'm just going to try to stick it through right here. I'm going to take that white pipe off and put it in through there because that's the most direct. My bathroom's working completely fine. The shower, the toilet, the sink in there, they're doing great. So it's not over there, so I'm just going to try to snake this. If this doesn't work, there's a pipe on the outside of the house that I'm going to cut, but I'm just trying not to do that first. You always want to make sure you're wearing gloves too. The Home Depot guy gave me these, thankfully. I have regular gloves, but I don't have the nice leather gloves, so this is great. It stinks, but the line is completely clear, so that's good news. There is some gook right there. When the guy told me, he was like, yeah, we can snake it for you. I didn't know what that meant, and I had to look it up, and then I found out how much he was going to charge me for it, and I was like, absolutely not. I can't afford this right now. So I found out that I could get a rental snake from Home Depot, and I decided to just give it a try to see if I could fix it. So at 6 a.m. I went to Home Depot and rented this snake machine called the Electric Eel so that I could try. I always do my research before I do these things because usually I can tell if I can do it or if I cannot. I figured I wanted to do it, that way if this didn't work then I won't pay someone to do it and there's probably a bigger problem which I wanted to save my money for. I really don't know if you're supposed to like how far you're supposed to go down there. Like, I don't know if I keep going or... So I've got it a long way in there and it kind of stopped. So I don't know if we're at the clog or what. So I'm going to try to pull back out here. There's like no videos on how to snake a pipe the way that I had to in this little house under a sink drain. So I wanted to put it online to help other people to see if they had the same issues. This honestly was very easy and I feel like more people should know how to do it so they can save money and not call a plumber. Definitely had air. Holy moly. Yummy, dude. Well, that's hair. I'm probably gonna run it one more time because I don't think that was it, but that's what I got so far. Back into forward mode. Got my pedal. This is about where it got stuck last time. Okay. Definitely has a lot of gunk in it, but I didn't get anything that time. So my hose won't reach this far into the house. So I was like, what am I supposed to do now to see if this thing is unclogged? And I was like, oh, I can use this hose. So I just stole it because this one is attached to the sink, so I can't take that one off. But this one is from the bathroom sink. So we are going to see if this thing works. Well, it's going back there. It's not coming back up. That's a good sign, at least. So that's good. I mean, like, if that's draining, I mean, the water's going down. So either this was it or my problem is this part of it. Or maybe I just, like, you know, knocked enough loose that it went down, I guess, to the sewage or wherever that line goes. All right. I'm gonna go get the rest of my tools and try to put the sink back together. I've learned a lot about plumbing in the last few years. I remodeled a house in college and we completely redid the whole plumbing system in that house. In this house we put in PEX, and so we had to put the shower in, the sink in the bathroom, and then the toilet. That was new for me because I used PVC in the past. We didn't touch this drain at all and it was still clogged, so we had to fix it. It's so funny because in that college house that we flipped, we didn't use any tape. I used plumber tape on this sink because it needed it and it was leaking all over the place when it had that obstruction down in the pipe. It's honestly so surprising how many people don't fix their sink drain and that it leaks. When I bought this home, there was so much water damage from probably a slow leak, you know, it just leaking from the pipe. These things can be really easy to fix. You're just gonna need to know a little information to fix them. I did not want to deal with this in the future because I did not want the guests to see this leak. I didn't want to have to deal with the water damage in the cabinet. Hopefully this video helped somebody that was learning how to snake a pipe by themselves. And hopefully it saved you a little bit of money from calling a plumber. I am not an expert, and if you want an expert, then call a plumber. If you're interested in how I flip this house into an Airbnb, check out my channel. Thanks for watching and see you later. Alright, the moment of truth, man. Let's see how she works. I'm so worried for like leaks. I'm just like looking at it too hard. And she's not even backing up anymore, so that's great news.